Today we will be discussing peace of mind. So there is something about Bitachon, and I get these great ideas from this book, A Daily Dose of Bitachon, amazing book written by Rabbi David Sutton. Good friend gave it to me as a gift. And what's good about it is it gives little snippets and helps me with these classes and gives me a lot of ideas. So I'd like to share what we talk about here in terms of Minuchat HaNefesh. Minuchat HaNefesh is peace of mind. Peace of mind, once you achieve peace of mind, you start to have tranquility, you start to have serenity, you start to have this whole absence of being worried, of stress, anything in your life that holds you back from moving forward. And so, we take the example, like, for example, let's say somebody they got the dream job, they got the dream wife, they got the dream situation, everything is going perfect for them. At that very moment, they think everything is great, I have everything I need, right? So, at that point, do we ask ourselves, do we start doubting? Do we start doubting things are going to work? No. The problem is that there's a lot of people that take the opposite approach. They don't see that all these positive things are happening to them. All these blessings are coming their way, and they start questioning those blessings. So their daughter gets married, and they say, "Oh, but what am I going to do? How's she going to live alone with this husband? Is she going to be okay? What if the guy doesn't treat her well? What if the guy doesn't provide for her?" And instead of looking at the blessing and saying, "My daughter just got married, she just found the love of her life," the parent is just sitting there looking for every problem in that situation. That is a lack of bitachon. And so when you reach this level of saying that I have minuchat nefesh and I truly believe in Hashem, have that bitachon, have that trust, then you have that peace of mind in every situation that comes in your life. Why? Because you are once again relying on Hashem, you're relying on Him, and you're just serving Him in every shape or form without even questioning what is coming your way. The book mentions this analogy where, for example, somebody lands, some important, let's say, executive, right? He lands a job or even a lawyer in a major law firm, okay? And he's at this law firm, and they tell him, "You've been hired. We're going to give you $500,000 a year. We'll see you on Monday. And we start effective immediately, and we'll see you at our corporate headquarters, downtown Miami, and the high-rise by Brickell Avenue. We'll see you there." Imagine the guy shows up to the job with a truck, okay? A truckload with desks, books, computers, pencils, papers. What's going to happen is, obviously, the boss will look at him and be like, "What are you doing? Why are you coming to work with all this stuff? I mean, I don't understand. We gave you this opportunity. We hired you." And so what the employee is doing, basically, if he doesn't have a trust in his new boss, he's going to be doubtful that what's needed for him to do his job is going to be provided. So at that very moment, he comes equipped with all his stuff and thinking, okay, he needs to have all these items to do his job properly. But what happens is the job gets insulted and says, "What do you mean? You didn't trust that we would be there for you? You don't trust me? You don't trust me and my company? I mean, I run a major law firm. You're about to work for my company. You don't feel confident that we're going to provide you everything you need in order to run your job and do your job successfully?" So that's exactly what's happening between us and Hashem, is that Hashem is giving us these good things that are happening in our life, and all we're doing is just questioning whether it's good or bad. And so the same thing can be applied when Hashem gives us this opportunity to rest on Shabbat. We have Shabbat, but then we question, but how am I going to make it? How am I going to survive without, having my business open on Shabbat? I personally had a dry cleaning business, and my dry cleaning business was closed on Saturdays, and Saturdays is the number one day in the dry cleaning industry. It's where you do 3-4 times your revenues, and you do your revenues for the whole week. Believe it or not, I closed on Saturdays. I ended up being the only dry cleaning company in all of South Florida that was opened on Sundays instead. So all the people that couldn't go to all those other cleaners on Sundays came to me, so it turned into a blessing. But I had to make the move, and I had to do it and just have that bitachon in Hashem. So I hope that you can all have this strength to do what's necessary, to, God willing, in everyday situation, look at the positive, see what's coming at you, and only do good. God bless.